Hey guys, good Sunday morning to you guys. Good Sunday morning to you guys. Hold on, sorry. So let's see who's here. I know Randy's live, but no offense, Randu, but I know how long you can stay live, so I wanted to get this over with. But we got Puss in Boots, Lisa 54. Um, yeah, I heard that I was going to be the next SWAT. I got that on recording. So thank you, Laura. K-Love, Remy, Angel Ross, Life Rewinded, Carla, Denise R, Galway Girl, Winky Whispers, Ginger Lock's mom, Tawanda, Ender, I'm sorry, uh, Lil Kelly, Bex, Sarah, Testicle, Dova. So, how's everybody's Sunday going? Did anybody catch Tiffany Marie stream last night? Hey, T.L. Hodge. Hey, Kimmy P. Um, I didn't watch it. I just got sent clips where, according to Laura, I'll be the next one swatted. So thank you, Laura, for giving me the heads up on that. Uh, let's see. I think they're going to call the ASPCA on my dog. Um, my dog gets groomed more often than Makeup Mobster does, so I'm really not worried about that. I have like this infatuation with my dog. And to be honest with you, if I've never seen any of her streams. Well, if you go and watch it, you're going to see just how disgusting they are and what an epic fail it was. Because I did put my stream on private yesterday, but I've since unprivated it. Okay, Tiffany Marie, I've got it recorded. Okay. So if I am the next SWAT, I'll know the 3, 4, 5 people that needs to be talked to. Okay. And your daddy being a retired cop, you should know you shouldn't do that. But okay, Tiff. Epic fail on your live stream last night, by the way. Epic stream. Epic fail. And you notice how I get called angry all the time? When's the last time you've heard Tiffany Marie or Makeup Mobster or Laura actually laugh? When have you ever heard one of them three actually like laugh, like belly laugh? Oh, Makeup Mobster said maybe she should be to see what it feels like. Okay, Makeup Mobster. Okay. Well, as long as Nenny C out there talking, yeah. Well, here's the thing about Nenny C. She always makes these claims that, like the claim I think she tried to blame it on Heidi for making a troll account and saying something disgusting about her niece, but nobody saw it. Hey, breaking the silence. Hey, Sabrina. But nobody saw that. No, they don't laugh, Long Island Girl. Now, if you take my stream from yesterday and you take Tiffany Marie's stream from last night and compare the two, I think Makeup Mobster called me a fucking bitch. Probably, hey, Angel, probably a good 10 times. Hey, Laced with Lacey, Samara. Now, look at my stream yesterday. Hey, Mar, I told you to get some rest. Mar's not feeling well, guys. Say a little prayer for Mar. Nanny C said it was her that trolled her own niece. No, I said that because I really believe that Nanny C has trolled herself because she never produces any proof. Now, if somebody said something like that about my family, I would take a screenshot. But of course, Nenny C doesn't take any screenshots. But we did find out that it was Nenny C that convinced uh, Republican Ash to go into someone's stream and delete people. Hey, breaking the silence. So let me ask you something. Who? Hey, Ash 274. Oh yeah, did you see Nenny's comment to you, Ash 274? Something about stitches. I have the screenshot. I'll send it to Amanda Lynn or something. It has something to do with stitches. Don't say snitches get stitches, but it says something about stitches. So let's back up a little bit. Yesterday morning, Laura went live because she went and found a month-old Common Ground video or live stream. Laura hates Common Ground. Okay, obviously, she's got a big heart on for Common Ground. I don't know why, because I don't know why. Hey, dog mom. So she did. So I did we did a reaction video on Laura's. Now keep in mind, only Laura, hey Amanda Sue, only Laura is allowed to do reaction videos here on YouTube. Obviously. There was 5 of us on the panel. Not one time did anybody get called an effing bitch. Nothing, nothing, nothing like that happened. I want you to watch my stream, and I want you to go over and watch Tiffany Marie's stream and see who the real lifers are. Now, I need to clear something up, Laura, because in your rage in your car yesterday, which, by the way, reminds me of when my son was on methamphetamine, he would go into rages like that. So you might want to check the dosage on your Adderall, because that's exactly how my son would act when, and I can speak on my son because Laura speaks on him every live stream she does. To get to me, she speaks on my son. So you might want to check your dosage on your Adderall, Laura, because what you did in that car yesterday was not normal. Now, Tiffany, if you're still here, I'd like to read one of your comments because it never happened. So this just proves that Tiffany Marie is a liar. Now, I want you to go back and listen to my live stream from yesterday. And I want you to hear, if you ever hear me mention my son needing a suit. Okay? I want you to listen and see if, and now this is Tiffany's comment, just Angel. I said she should go there to get her son the suit he needed. But she just said he isn't attending the funeral, so no clue why she needed money for a suit. Well, Tiffany, I have no clue what the fuck you're talking about. Okay? Because I never even mentioned a suit. Okay? I was live. My son called and said he needed some work boots. I didn't ask anybody and say, I definitely didn't do this. Remember back around Christmas, hello, Misbehaving, back around Christmas when Laura stood in a store and almost shed tears because she couldn't get her son the gaming system that he wanted. Remember that? So, boom, one of her supporters sent her the money and he was able to get the gaming system, which I'm happy. I'm happy he got his gaming system. But Laura really has no room to call anybody on here an e-beggar, because she literally, hey, OG, I was going to bring you up too. So I'll just say it real quick because Wogs doesn't usually stick around long. I'm amazed at the fact that she found a way to piss Wog off. Now here's Wog, who has forgiven her for posting pictures of his family, of him, which she called him Chubby, of his ex-wife, and of his children in a chat. And now she says it was a private chat. But here's the deal. Something private would be between me and one other person, not me and 6, 7, 8 other people. That's not private, especially when one of those people could have taken that out of that chat and put it out on the internet. That's not private, Laura. But Wog forgave you, he moved on, and you're still using him for content. So I don't blame you, Wog, one bit for being done with her. So back to yesterday, or was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Okay, either way, while I'm live, now this is how much of an e-beggar I am, okay? While I'm live, I get a phone call that my sister's significant other, now they've been together for 15 years. Now, Laura can say that he wasn't my real family because Laura has no concept of real family. Remember the live stream where she said if her brother got COVID, she would get his house and she wouldn't have to split their inheritance? You remember that live stream? Because if you don't, hey J Mac, if you don't, B Fergs, if you don't remember that live stream, I'll be sure to go back and pull it up. Remember when she said if her brother got COVID, that she would get his house and would not have to split her inheritance? So Laura really has no concept of family. But now, if I was e-begging for my sister's, the fact that my sister walked in and found her significant other passed away on the couch, would I have ended my stream right there? Or would I have pulled a Laura and called my sister for a picture of his deceased body so I could post it and get money for it? Because that's probably what Laura would have done. But instead, I ended my stream and I tended to my sister, whose heart seemed, it's broken. She's been with this man for 15 years. No, they never got married. That doesn't mean he's not my family. I never e-begged for money for a funeral. Why would I? I'm not burying the man. The man had life insurance. Hey, Joy Lang. Why would I e-beg for money for a funeral? I'm not going to bury him. No, I didn't ask for a dime donation for anything like that. But that's what Laura would have done. Laura would have found a way to get a picture of his dead body, posted on her stream. Yes, prayers for my sister, because she's really, really, really taking this hard. So that's what Laura would have done. Okay. So I want to remind you all to go back and watch my stream and compare it to Tiffany Marie's stream, because there was absolutely no name calling on my stream. There was no effing bitches. There was nothing. I gave my opinion on a SWAT compared to a welfare check or a domestic call. I gave my opinion. Tiffany Marie come running in here like a 12-year-old and wanted a link. And I didn't give her one because when has Tiffany ever been on a panel that she didn't just sit and scream over you? So Tiffany said, I'll handle it my own way. So she went live to drag me last night. But of course, the topic was my son and the fact that I should maybe be swatted. And yes, I have it all recorded, Tiff. So no point in taking it down. If the police show up here, I'll give them all of your all's names, and whether they do anything with it or not, who knows? Now, this is after Laura said about Four Seasons that if we really wanted to help her, if we really wanted to help Four Seasons, that we would call the cops on her or call her job. Of course, Laura tried twisting it. Laura tried twisting it, but if you go and listen to Serendipities, if you go and listen to Serendipities, well, Tiffany, you didn't feel this way about Laura when you were on the other side, okay? I did tell Laura to get over it. I did tell Laura to get over it because she only one in this community that has had CPS called on them. That's a lie. Let's not forget, Brian had CPS called on him. Brian had CPS called on him, and the person who did it confided in Makeup Mobster and Tiffany Marie. Now, why would this person turn to Makeup Mobster and Tiffany Marie, and then they expect Mandy Bell to give the information to Brian instead of just because, Makeup Mobster has Brian's email. Instead of just emailing Brian, they expected Mandy Bell to give this information to Brian. Now, they did call me and they were very upset about what was going down. Did they give me all the ins and outs? Did they give me names? No, they didn't. Yeah, Tiffany, go scream on your panel. You got a panel, that's what you do. You go and you scream. After telling somebody whose mother committed suicide that she was going to walk her to the gates of hell. Never heard me say anything like that. Now, this morning I did put out a little clip because they decided to go low and talk about Jenna Moon's teeth. And I said, well, that's pretty comical considering you're sitting next to Makeup Mobster. I did say that. I went low like that. I shouldn't have, but I did. But you see, Laura keeps talking about my son. And then she says something to the extent, hold on, let me grab my drink. Then she says something to the extent of, and trust me, I didn't watch that trashy stream. I got clips from it. I did not watch that stream. Mandy Bell said she never told her to send them to Brian. Mandy Bell might be telling the truth, but either way, that should have gone straight from Makeup Mobster and Tiffany to Brian, flat out. But for Laura to scream that she's the only one that's had CPS called on her, Tiffany, while you're here, will you tell me a timestamp in which my live stream that I asked for money for my son to have a suit? And while you're here, Tiffany, will you send me those text messages that I asked you for a month ago where I asked you to protect me from FOD? Because you said you would, and you never did. Sorry, I'm not reading chat much. But Laura knows that attacking my son is and his drug abuse is where my soft spot is. She knows this. They're not stupid. They know how to get to me. But Laura says, well, her son didn't have no problem hustling up money to do drugs. You are exactly right, Laura, because I didn't give my son money to do drugs. See, I didn't want him to kill himself. I didn't want him to kill himself, but I'll damn sure give him money for a pair of work boots. And my son is clean today. And if giving him money for a pair of work boots means he goes out and he finds work, okay, call me a horrible mom, would you? I am just the lowest of lowest mothers because I wouldn't give my son money. He had to go out and hustle up money for drugs, according to Laura. But I wouldn't give my son money to do drugs and kill himself. So yeah, I'm a horrible mother. Horrible mother. But I want Tiffany Marie to go back to my live stream because it is now public. I put it on private so that we could pick out the lies of Tiffany's. Plus, it was just to piss them off because they say I take my streams down all the time. I've taken down 2 streams. One, I got porned, and 2 was an accident. And I don't even know what the stream was that I accidentally deleted. But Laura seems to go after my son a lot. And I try not to stoop that low. Thank you, Miss Behaven. I try not to go that low. I really do. I don't want to go after people's kids. I emotionally abused Tiffany Marie, but Tracy asked Tiffany Marie to protect her from FOD. Yeah, that was a joke. That never happened. Hey, thank you, next. Yeah, that never happened. And Tiffany, you can say I'm disgusting all you want. But remember when you were on the other side? Remember the disgusting things that you said about Laura, about Makeup Mobster? You remember that, Tiff? So it seems to be okay for you to forgive and move on, but you got a real problem with anybody else doing it. Now, why is that? So, like I said, I want Tiffany to go back and pull the clip where I asked for money for a suit for my son. I want her to pull the clip where I asked for money for boots because all I said was the phone rang, it was my son, and he needs work boots. And I left it at that because I had the money in the bank to buy him a pair of work boots. That's as simple as it was. If you emotionally abuse Tiffany Marie, then why come to your stream? I don't know why she comes in here because she's not getting a link. Because I'm not going to be set up here and screamed at by a person who acts like a 12-year-old and stomps their feet and carries on. But I do want you to compare my stream to Tiffany Marie's because no one got called a name. I gave Laura credit for the fact that after Dragoness, she moved right on to her home improvements. But yet they can do a stream accusing Galway Girl of doing pills Laura knows Galway Girl doesn't do pills. Galway Girl has law enforcement in her family. Galway Girl is really religious. Galway Girl doesn't do pills. But if she did, she wouldn't have them mailed to her. Well, Tiffany, if I'm a liar, that makes you a triple liar, baby, because I'm asking you to show me where I ask you to protect me from FOD, and I'm asking you to show me where I said anything about a suit. But I bet you don't. I'm asking you to not to go through my stream and see. She can have a voice here. I'm not getting rid of her Muppets, but she's not coming on my panel. She's got a panel of her own. And I'm not going to sit and listen to her scream at me like that. It's not going to happen, Muppets. It's not going to happen. But she can fire up a live over there and she can try to explain away the things that were said last night. And she can try to prove that I asked her for protection from full on drama. And she can try to prove that I asked for money for a suit. And Muppets, you're actually lucky that you're, you know, I don't understand you, Muppets. You used to be one of my favorite subs. And now I watch you sit over in Laura's chat. Laura's chat. You know, the chat where she makes fun of suicide victims, the chat where she makes fun of people with addiction. But I don't see you say a word to them, Muppets. Thank you, Mario. But I'm the e-beggar, okay? I never said Randy was an angel. Where did you hear that? But do you think anybody deserves that, Muppets? Do you think anybody deserves to be told that their mother committed suicide because they were so ugly? Why are you, do you believe in that, Muppets? Because if you really believe in that, then do me a favor and stop your membership and go over to people that you believe that's okay. If that's really what you believe, if you believe that's okay, Muppets, then you're not the person I thought you were. You're not the person I thought you were. That's sad too, because you really used to be one of my favorites. Well, let's go back to my e-begging, okay? Because I'm an e-beggar. Do we remember back when Laura was e-begging for money to get her a puppy to breed with Fluffer? Do we remember that? Because the stream's still up, I'm sure. Laura doesn't take much down. Yeah, I never said a word about a suit. I said he called and asked for boots. Yes, the $1,000 puppy fund. Yes. I haven't heard her mention a puppy, but they want to call the ASPCA on me. Yeah. They want to call the ASPCA on me over Lolly. And like I said, my dog gets groomed more than they do. Yeah, I wouldn't lie about having a miscarriage either, but hey, that's in the past. Yeah, Bex. They said maybe that they need to call my dog's vet. And last night it was the ASA, the ASC, whatever it is. I'm a little tongue tied right now. It looks like Tiffany might have. Uh, Mandy Lynn wants to know if you'll unblock her, Wog. So it looks like Tiffany might have been going live. So there you go, Muppets. You got a place to go hang out. There you go. Oh, Laura's going to try to. Oh, look at this. This is how classy Laura is. So sick of dope whores, liars, shady motherfuckers in general. She's got a picture of a hypodermic needle. Okay. You want to know the real meaning of shady? Watch the untruth. Well, Laura, I wasn't going to go here, but I'm going to go here now because now you've really got me fucking pissed because you can't stay off my son's dick. And you know what? In his darkest moment, he was a better human being than you. Yeah, go look at her thumbnail. It's a hypodermic needle and calling us dope whores. So, like I said, I wasn't going to go this low. I really wasn't, but I will. Laura, I would have done time in jail before I would have sent my son across the country with a meth head meth dealer. Your words, not mine. You sent your son across the country with someone who does and is a meth user. I would have sat in jail before I would have done that. Whores lives matter. Whores lives matter. Yes, they do. Laura wouldn't know nothing about being a whore because she ain't been laid in God knows how long, unless it was cyber sex. But yeah, that's her thumbnail is a hypodermic needle. She thinks she's gonna get to me, but she's not. Because I know my son, and my son has more class in his little finger than Lord. She is disgusting, Bex. She is disgusting. I hope she sits over there and screams like the village idiot she really is. And I hope she keeps it within her purple community because nobody over here wants her. The community doesn't want her. I'm sorry to who all has suffered from addiction. And I'm going to apologize on behalf of Laura because you'll never hear Laura apologize. Did you just go see it, Mandy Lynn? It's pretty fucking gross, ain't it? I keep praying one day she'll see the light. Yeah, I know. She's got you triggered. She's kind of got me triggered a little bit too, but I'm not going to let her get to me that much. I'm really not. I'm not going to, she said we take stupid pills. She said so much. I'm not a bad person. I did not support the suicide comment. I also do not want to support all the hate. Laura either. And that's been going on for almost 2 years. Trust me when I say Muppets that Laura has brought all the hate on herself. Now, would you like to go over and look at her thumbnail because it's a hypodermic needle in reference to my son. So how do you feel about that, Muppets? How do you feel about that? You feel okay with that? You feel okay with that, Muppets? Because you'll probably go sit in her chat and you won't say a word. You'll go sit in her chat. You won't say that's wrong. You'll come to my chat and tell me I'm wrong, but you won't go to her chat and tell her she's wrong. So, like I said, it's okay, Angel. I know my son is clean today, and for that, I'm grateful. And if Laura doesn't understand being grateful for anything. Laura has no concept of what being grateful means. Hey, Vaping Bachelor. So, for everyone that has suffered from addiction, I want to apologize on behalf of that tacky bitch over there who has a hypodermic needle and calls people drug using whores, dope whores. Okay? Because after her little fit in her car yesterday, she probably needs to bring her dose down just a little bit. I've never acted that way either. Thank you, Pixie, for dropping that. Thank you. But I think it's funny that there are people in here defending. Well, there's one person in here defending. I think it's funny. Muppet used to be one of my favorite subs. Now, I want Laura to go back and see where I e-begged for a pair of work boots or where I e-begged to bury a man that, according to her, isn't even family, or where I e-begged for a suit for Chance, who's not even going to come in town for the funeral. Now, she was just sitting on a panel with ATX, and they were talking about Katie's alcoholism or Katie's drinking. I wonder if she thinks Katie's friends should call the cops on her or call her job, because that's what she said about My Four Seasons. Now, she tried to twist it, but if you go listen to Serendipities, you'll see what she actually said. Because that's what Laura does. She spews shit out of her mouth. And then when she realizes that it's not going to go over well, then she tries to. I do trigger Laura. I definitely trigger Laura. Every time I open my mouth, Laura is triggered. But see, unlike her, I'm not going to get up here and holler and scream and call her bitches and drug whore and everything else. I'm not going to do it. Because that's not my way of reacting to things. I left that behind when I left Laura. And I'm actually embarrassed by some of the shit or some of the ways I behaved when I was supporting Laura. I did get on her panel and holler and scream. And Nenny, it's funny that you have all these people coming into your chat, into your comments, doxing and saying, leave the truth alone. But you haven't put up any proof of it yet, Nenny. Kind of like you never put up proof of that comment about your niece. Nenny's just a keyboard warrior, though. That's all Nenny is she's a keyboard warrior. And Ballet Babe, if you were going to call law enforcement on me like you said you were, you really pissed that away last night with your comments. You really just pissed down your leg with your comments. So, but Laura seems to think I'm a bad mother because my son has addiction problems. He's clean today and I'm grateful, but I'm only grateful for today and the days that have passed that he hasn't used. But I'll tell you what, my son is 33 years old. Okay. I don't know how young Laura's son is. I don't know. But I want you all to hear something. And I wasn't going to go this low. Don't worry. Don't cry. Galway girl was so upset. Don't let her trigger you like that, Galway girl. It's not worth it. But I want you to hear while Laura is live what her underage son is doing. Okay? Because kids are kids, whether they're 33 or 13. My kid is just as important to me as her kids are to her. It's no different. I'm a mother, she's a mother. And if there's anything that triggers me, and Laura knows this, it's going after my son. So good job, Laura. You triggered me. Good job. Let's see. See if I can find it. Let's see. Let's see if I can find what her son is doing while she's live streaming. Okay. Let me tell you what her son is doing while she's live streaming. Okay. And I hope you can hear this. Did y'all hear that? Could you make out what he says? He says, now this is while Laura's live streaming. I did tell Laura to get over it because Laura keeps lying, saying she was the only one in the community who's been had CPS called on her. So, Muppets, Laura is live. I don't know why you're over here. Why are you not over there showing her support? What I'm doing is not cool, but what she's doing is cool, Muppets. Would you like to take a link, Muppets? Because I would like you to explain to me how putting a hypodermic needle on a thumbnail and calling us dope whores and going at my son every single chance she gets is cool. Would you like to take a link, Muppets, and explain this to me? I am glad your son is clean. I do not hate you. I'm disappointed. That's all. Are you disappointed in Laura? Are you disappointed in Tiffany Marie and Makeup Mobster? Are you disappointed in them? Because I sure don't see you in their chats telling you. Yeah, Laura's the only one who has fought for their kids. Yeah, yeah. Laura's the only single mother in the community. Yeah. But like I said, everybody who supports Laura wants to say how angry I am. When's the last time you heard Laura laugh? Everybody who supports everybody who supports Laura says I'm an e-beggar, but I didn't stand at Christmas time. As a matter of fact, I spent my money at Christmas time buying Christmas for a little girl whose dad had just passed away. Oh, they've been raked over the coals time and time again. So if they're angry, they have a right to be. But I don't have a right to be Muppets because she's attacking my son. Galway girl doesn't have a right to be because she's calling her a pillhead and it's not true. Jenna Moon doesn't have a right to be because she's making fun of her teeth. Tawanda doesn't have a right to be because she calls her a drunk. Exactly. What about everyone else that's been raked over the coals? You're just, you know what, Muppets? She got over it. She got over it because she didn't even bother to hire an attorney. She didn't even bother to hire an attorney. So, other than throwing it in people's face, she got over it. Hell, you could even hear she even said that her son wanted to do a lawsuit and get rich. I don't care what Val says. It's on her live stream. Anybody can go over there and hear it. But while her son is screaming those words, Laura just keeps on going through her live stream. Now, if that was me, I would have been, hold on, I got to get off here. I got to go bust my son's ass. And then he wouldn't see a gaming console for a year. Yeah, she's asked for lawyer money. Hey, Stewie. She's asked for puppy money. That she never did get a puppy, but they want to call the ASPCA on me because of Lolly. That maybe I'm the next one that should be swatted, but they don't go real life. That maybe people should call a woman's job or the police because she's drinking in the comfort of her own home. See, Laura takes everybody's personal inventory except her own. Laura's always busy taking everybody's personal inventory except her own. Personal inventory. You've never heard me scream that I'd violently rape another woman. But that's okay, right, Muppets? Hey, Life with Jen. Exactly. If I get swatted, I know exactly where it came from. My son would be grounded if he talked like that. Oh, my son, at that age, my son would have had a sore ass, a very sore ass for a week, and he wouldn't see another gaming console for over a year. But Laura just kept right on with her stream. Now she's saying we are stalking her children. Huh. I bet she's getting all kinds of PayPals too, isn't she? All kinds of PayPals because Laura can talk about other people's kids, but nobody is to touch hers. Nobody. And I've never gone this low before. But if you continue to attack my son, if you continue to attack my son, I'm gonna come back at you, Laura. I sure the fuck am. I'm gonna come back at you. Now I wonder how many, because she checks everybody's money. She watches everybody's money. So I wonder how many PayPals she's getting. Because Tracy's picking on my son. Bitch, I've never said an unkind word about your son, and I still haven't. Because the language that he used came straight from your mouth. And for you to run around and say, and you're screaming fit in your car, which by the way, you sounded like a damn idiot, that you're the only one in this community that had CPS called at my house, that I'm the only one. No, you forget. Brian had them too. While Tiffany Marie and Makeup Mobster were talking to the chick behind the scenes that did it. So Laura can sit over there and say, we're stalking her children. Um, whatever. I have no ill will towards Laura's children at all. I can't believe they're as good as they are, considering. Oh my God, Laura said he said it when you was live, dumbass. No, he's screaming at a gaming console, Laura. So nice try, little McTwisty. There goes Laura trying to twist everything. Yeah, see, I didn't know she advertised her son's YouTube. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I don't care that her son has a YouTube. I don't give a shit. I won't go to it. I wouldn't even know how to look it up. Don't care. Makes me no difference. Why are you all on a child's channel? Um, I'm not on a child's channel. What was said while Laura was live, Audra. Yeah, nobody recorded her kid. It was on her live stream. And her stream's still up. Thank you, Miss Priss. No one's stalking your kid. Definitely not threatening them with swatting. He said that on Laura's live, people. Exactly. He said it on her stream, not his own stream. I don't know because Laura advertised his gaming channel. But you don't have to worry about me, Audra. I'll never go to his gaming channel. I'll never. You don't have to worry about me. Because, like I said, I think her kids are good kids. I think their worst enemy is what they hear come out of their mother's mouth while she's live. So don't twist it, Audra. Don't twist it. No point in twisting it because, everything's recorded. Nobody's going to his channel, Audra. Nobody said anything about going to his channel. Laura is the one that advertised it on her stream. So obviously she wants people to go to her channel. And let's not forget that um, Makeup Mobster had what, a 12-year-old on her stream the other day? You're right, little Kelly. It is ridiculous. Let's not forget that Makeup Mobster had a 12 or 14-year-old on her stream, on her panel. I don't know. I don't know how old he is. He might be 13. I don't know. I don't care that he has a gaming channel. It makes no difference to me. Good luck. That's how I feel about that. Good luck. No, I wasn't talking about his gaming channel. Someone in chat said something about his gaming channel. I've never been to his gaming channel. I don't know the name of his gaming channel, and I would never go to a child's channel, especially gaming. So, yeah, I was definitely reading chat because I didn't even know the kid had a channel. Somebody else saw it on her stream. I didn't see it, and all I can say is good luck. I hope it's a success. I don't have anything against Laura's kids. She obviously has a problem with mine because every time she tries to get to me, she goes after my son. But like I said, my son has more class than she will ever, ever have, ever. It's on her live stream, Muppets. Go listen to it. It's on her own live stream, Muppets. Do you think she blocked it out? It's on. Why does she keep talking about my son, Muppets? So it's okay for her to go at my son, but I'm not supposed to talk about her children because they're minors. Wasn't you in Makeup Mobsters the other night when she had a child on panel? Now, Muppets, you're really pushing your fucking luck with me right now. No, I don't think you're a rotten person, but I think you got some nerve to come in here and make it sound like that I'm attacking her children when she, in fact, goes after my child every chance she gets. No, 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 Muppets. No, no, you got it wrong. Now, see, here's where you're wrong. She woke up early Saturday morning and pulled up an old stream of ours and started critiquing it and calling us names and shit. So, once again, Muppets, you got it all screwed up. You got it all messed up. Oh, famous last words. I don't know. I wasn't there. Famous last words. Yeah, she started on me yesterday morning. Well, your opinion is one-sided, Muppets, okay? So it doesn't really make it an opinion when you only see one side. Okay, Muppets, I don't know why you're not over in Laura's listening to her drag my son. I don't know. I don't know why you're not over there. I mean, that's who you really truly support. Okay. Mandolin, let me know it's really you by hitting me up privately. Well, I want the best for Laura's kids. Does that mean that it's okay to talk about my son? It's okay to use his drug addiction against me and him? Is that okay, Muppets? Laura hates the fact that we talk about recovery. Laura hates it. I'm glad you want the best for my son, Muppets. I want the best for her kids too. I think that's just being a human being. But she doesn't want the best for my son. She doesn't want the best for my son, or she wouldn't continue to throw drug abuse in his face. And you obviously support it, Muppets. It's every day that she opens her mouth about me, she brings up my son.
Hey.
Hey.
Okay. So Laura's over there. Oh, you don't even want to listen. It's disgusting. But she's saying that that clip is altered. That clip is not altered, Laura. And I just want to give you a little heads up. I'll play the original clip tonight. With that clip is not altered. You're sitting over there like saying that well, first it was that we got it from your kid's gaming channel that nobody knew about, and now it's altered. Tracy didn't alter that clip. Nobody did. They just made it. They just didn't show the actual original thing, and they slowed it down a little bit. But I'll just play the real clip. I'll just play the actual clip tonight since you won't shut your mouth. And you better stop.
Sammy. Hey, Sammy C. Go fuck yourself, okay?
Oh my God. You should. Okay, Laura, your kids are young, so I wouldn't be sitting over there saying if I had a mom like you, I'd be a heroin addict too. Laura, I wouldn't say that. And you say you know where your kids are. Your kid lived with his girlfriend when he was 12. We'll talk about that, Laura. You better quit. Karma's going to find your ass.
Wait a minute, Caslin. So because my son is an adult, she gets to talk about my son? Is that the rule, Caslin? They are amazing kids. But so she gets to attack my son over drug addiction, Caslin? Is that the way it works?
No, Remy. No. He was 12 when he started living there. No, he was 12. When I knew Laura. So, yeah, I would really quit saying this whole, oh my God, I might be a heroin addict with a mom like you too. Your kids are still young.
She talks about Amanda Lynn's kids all the time. They're all juveniles. They're all they're all little kids.
Yep.
My son is not on YouTube. Laura's children are.
Yep. So I mean you sat in a chat when my kids were talked about. I don't have my kids. Their mom's a junkie, this, that, and the other. And now you're sitting right over there. I don't care if he's 50. It's the truth's son. Doesn't matter.
Caslin, I'm shocked at you. I'm shocked at you. I'm not bashing a minor. I'm saying what he's learned from his mother.
Nobody's bashing them. I think they do pretty well for their circumstances. I think they're good. They are.
I think they're great kids.
Yeah,
from what
nothing wrong with her kid. Yeah, I'm not talking about her kids. I'm talking about her. But since she wants to say it's altered, now I'm going to go back and find the exact time clip, and we'll just play the before, when it happens in the after, because she wouldn't shut the fuck up. It wasn't altered.
That's exactly right, Miss Perception. She doesn't know whether her kids will try drugs or not. I pray they don't, but she should really think about what she says. You're exactly right. But instead, she'd rather go live and be a screaming meanie. You can come over here, Laura, as long as you don't get on my panel and scream like a village idiot. You can come over here and explain to me why it's okay to talk about my kids, but your kids are off limits. Why it's okay. No, I'm not playing videos of her kids. That's on a live
That
stream of
that's on.
Laura's.
Yes, it's on her live. She had her picture from when she was the showgirl or what, that blonde picture up. Yes, it's from hers.
It's on her live stream.
Right, just for you, and it's absolutely not even true. And she ran with that. She had people believing that for months and months and months that I didn't have my kids, that I had all these child endangerment charges, that I was too busy getting high to take care of my kids. Horrible things about me and my kids. But I'll play that original thing on my live tonight since she wants to call you a liar. I'll just go ahead and do it.
Hey, Smokey P.
I'll play it tonight. I have to set it up because she's telling people that it's altered and we made him say that.
Okay, Caslin, I don't think anyone's kids should be anyone's content. Have you heard all the shit she said about my kids or about my child?
Today, right now.
Yeah. Have you seen her thumbnail for her video today? It's a hypodermic needle.
I know, Smokey. I know that.
Should kids be left out of it? They should. No one should talk about anyone's children. But if you think I'm going to sit back and allow her to talk about everybody else's kids, but most certainly my own, and not come back at her, then everybody that believes that has lost their damn mind.
And Castle, that's weird that you say kids should be left out of it because you didn't sit in that Discord and say how I have my kids and I should stay off panel. That's to say, that's just encouraging this behavior. You didn't do that about a month ago. You didn't sit in that little Discord and say Amanda Lynn's got all those kids. She should stay off the panel.
Yeah, I mean, he has said horrible things. Amanda Lynn doesn't even have her kids. Well, the last time I checked, Amanda Lynn didn't have a child that went and stayed at his girlfriend's grandparents for the summer.
I just wanted to come up to tell you that I'm just going to play the original clip tonight, or I'm going to do it later on, so that they can't say that you're altering, because that's what she's over there leading people to believe, and that's absolutely not true.
What she always says, they're fake screenshots, they're fake this, they're fake that. So, okay, I have no reason to fake that, and really nobody could really even hear what he said, what I just played. But
nope, but they will now because she won't shut up. So,
yeah.
All right. Well, I'll be in the chat.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. So see, Laura, so you won't quit running your mouth. Then Amanda Lynn will play the original live stream where you're talking, and in the background, that's being screamed, that's being said. You never even blinked an eye, Laura. You never stopped talking. If that would have been me, I would have at least put myself on mute and went in there and had a talk with him at the very least. Yeah, you're right, Long Island girl. But if she's going to continue to attack my son, then she's got to know that I'm coming back at her full fucking force. Because you don't come between a mother and their child. What would I be? No problem, Caslin. What would I be jealous of when it comes to Laura? She has no empathy, not a drop of empathy in her body. None. None. When have you ever seen Laura? Because she tapes herself going out to the stores and everything. When have you ever seen Laura do something kind for another person without an ulterior motive? Her entire life is about your son. Well, she better brace herself because there's a whole lot of clips that are going to be coming her way. She better brace herself. Because there's going to be people that see shit about Laura that they never dreamed they'd see. And she can twist it any way she wants. Oh, but it's okay to go after my son, Carol C. Tiffany Marie, she has no shame. Oh, this from a woman who faked a miscarriage and then said somebody's deceased mother was going to walk them into the gates of hell. But I have no shame, Tiffany Marie. Okay. Okay. I have no shame. While you sat on a panel last night and said I should be the next one swatted, whoever said it, it doesn't matter. You have no shame. Yeah. You've never heard me talk about anybody's deceased family member. They made my live stream yesterday seem like it was such a big deal. Such a big deal. But go back and watch it. Nobody got called names. Nobody got accused of anything. Nobody hollered. Nobody screamed. But if she thinks I'm just going to sit back and allow her to attack my son every time she opens her trashy mouth, she's wrong. She is so wrong. She is dead ass wrong. So Laura will probably pull that string down now. I know I haven't done anything wrong, little Kelly. I know I haven't. I have no shame right now. Because after the way I've heard her talk about my kid, after that panel last night, Jenna, message me if that's really you. I don't have any shame. Talking about how maybe I should be swatted. What was you planting the seeds there? Was you planting the seeds? Laura, Tiffany, Makeup Mobster, was you planting the seeds? Oh, it never happens to them over there. Last time I checked, Oni was your all's friend. And Laura was the original cop caller in this community. Because remember, she had Brian call on DWAP, and then she turned around and called on DWAP, and then it was proven that DWAP never threatened her life. I'm sorry.
For Laura to sit there and say that Tracy's just jealous because her kids don't stick needles in their arm, for another mother to say that to another mother is disgusting. And, you should be lucky, Laura, that your children are not drug addicts. But that's not to say that maybe they will be someday. And how would you feel to say that, for a mother to say that to you? You are a disgusting human being. For you to sit on that panel and sit there and say, oh, Tracy's just jealous because my kids don't stick needles in their arm. You are sick. I'm sorry. No, I had to come on panel to say that because you know what? Your children are good kids, and they might not, have drug addiction problems in their life, but you can never say never, Laura. Never. Your kids could be.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Laura. I'm not jealous because your children have never stuck a needle in their arm. I'm actually grateful. I'm actually grateful because as many differences as you and I have, I would never wish that on your children. Ever. Ever. Laura's saying that I'm jealous because her kids have never stuck a needle in their arms. So how do you feel about that, Muppets and Manilow? How you feel about that?
I agree. I agree with everything you said. I am grateful that her children are not doing that or are not that, but you can never say never. And for you to be a mother sitting on a panel telling another mother that is disgusting. I would never tell another mother that.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not jealous, Laura. I'm grateful. I'm grateful that your children have never done anything like that. And I hope they never do. I hope they never pick up the first drug. I hope they never do, Laura.
I agree. I just had to say that, but I'm going back to chat. Sorry, that just say it triggered me, whatever. But it was just disgusting to hear her say that. So I'm going back to chat. Thank you, Tracy.
No problem. Thank you. Muppets is probably sending her screenshots she's getting from here. I don't care. There's nothing that I'm saying. You guys would party if her kids did drugs. Rebel Soul, you're an idiot. You're an absolute idiot. I would never party, ever party over someone being a drug addict. Ever. So take your idiot ass back over to Laura's because you can't even come in here under your real name. So take your idiot ass back over to Laura's. I hope somebody's clipping this live of hers. I hope somebody's recording this live of hers because I want to see her try to get out of this. I know, Caslin, but did you just hear what Laura said? That I'm jealous because her kids have never stuck a needle in their arm. What a stupid thing to say. I'm not jealous, Caslin. I'm grateful. So I hope somebody's recording this live stream because she's going to try to figure out a way to twist it and say, I didn't say that, or that's not what I meant. I pray to God her kids don't ever pick up a drug. I pray to God they go to college, they make professionals, they are, contributing members of society. Because I would never, as much as Laura makes me cringe, I would never, ever wish being the mother of an addict on anyone, nor would I wish anybody becoming an addict. Yeah, I want to know if the people upset about playing a piece of the Perp's own live with her kid in it also flipped out when Perp played Brian and his minor daughter, analyzing his behavior for signs of abuse. That's a good question. Yeah, one of her good friends just lost her brother to addiction. Just lost her brother a couple weeks ago to addiction. Alicia is your friend, Laura. How can you be doing this? You want to go at me and call me ugly and fat and I use you for content, blah, blah, blah. Go ahead. Laura's hate and all-time lows will never stop because everything she says done to people, this community is always overlooked within a couple days. Exactly. There isn't anyone that doesn't want the best for Laura's kids. That's true. That's true. I don't know anybody that's ever said anything bad about her kids. And to be honest with you, they seem like really good kids. My whole point in what her child was saying while she was on a live stream has nothing to do with her child. It has to do with the fact that she didn't even stop her live stream to go say something to him. She didn't even mute it out. She didn't even mute it out. And then did you hear her in her rage in her car yesterday? It was insane. So Laura said that I need 5 people on my panel to go at her. No, Laura, as you can see, I don't. But I bet she's raking in those super chats over there. Oh, they're talking about your kids. Oh, they're doing this, they're doing that. It doesn't matter that you have a hypodermic needle on your thumbnail talking about the true son. It doesn't matter what you said about her son last night and the 10 other times you spoke on her son. 6 comments in the same minute. Tracy's chat is crawling like a turtle, as it should be, because Tracy is a bottom feeder and goes after minor children. Well, you fake abortions or you fake miscarriages and you go after people's dead mothers. So who's really the creep here, Tiff? You fake miscarriages and you go after people's dead mothers. So who's really the creep here? No one went after her minor children. I know. But that's okay because now the whole clip will be played because Laura wanted to say that it's fake. I don't think Tiffany is actually sane. I don't know what her problem is. Hey, Tiffany, did you listen to my live stream when I said that getting a GoFundMe going to help you get to your specialist was nothing to be ashamed about? Did you hear me say that, Tiff? Did you even bother to listen to my live stream? Or did you just get your knickers in a knot and decide to go live because I wouldn't drop you a link? Yeah, Tiffany, aren't you Alicia's friend? Do you like the needle when her brother just died? Exactly, Tia Hodge. They want to go after my disability. I don't know why she lies about it. I don't know. They want to go after my disability. They want to make troll accounts called the hernia, whatever. I don't give a fuck. But you go after my kid. You try to plant seeds to get me swatted. Game on, bitches. I'd hate for Science Girl to see Laura's thumbnail too. I really would, Long Island Girl. You come after my kid? It's game on, bitches. Tiffany, don't you have a child? How would you like it if one of your enemies was coming at your child? How would you like that, Tiff? Because I have a feeling you would flip your motherfucking lid. I have a feeling you would lose your shit. If you were really a friend of Laura's, then you would tell her what she's doing is disgusting. Hey, Christy, if you were really a friend of Laura's, you would tell her what she's doing is absolutely disgusting. But you don't. You say you don't approve of everything Laura does, but you do. But you do. You approve of everything. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Well, whatever Caslin went over there and said, Laura thanked her. Now Laura's talking about cashbacks. Well, Laura, let's see. 4 months ago, you were e-begging for attorney money. So if anybody could do cashbacks, see, it's been over 6 months for me with my so-called fake ass cancer. It's been way over. And remember, I didn't get donations on my cancer because I cleared up your lies within hours. I got donations so I could go see my son as he laid in a hospital bed. The truth, someone needs to do a reaction to her live today. She'd be lucky if she doesn't get struck for bullying. She bullies all the time. That's all she ever does. But don't worry, Diane will be back from the shore. And oh, Dave spoke about chargebacks the other night. LK said it was wrong to do. She's the most inconsistent person I've ever seen in my life. But as you can see, I'm not nearly as triggered as she is. You don't hear me hollering and screaming like a village idiot. You don't see my people dropping super chats because I'm playing victim. No, Laura's the one over there playing victim. Poor Laura. Poor Laura. But just wanted to let you know, Tiffany, that your Amanda Lynn will be going live later, guys. I just want to let you know, Tiffany, that your live stream was an epic fail. And if the police come knocking on my door, I'll know where to send them. You want to continue to talk about my son? Well, that just shows how low you all are. You want to continue to threaten me with the ASPCA because of my dog, which is better groomed than any three of you all. So it's just better to, yeah, she planned a fake suicide attempt and accused half the women in this community of calling CPS. She's taken money from subs and Patreons for non-existing attorneys. Yeah, she's done all that. But those can sit over there. They can continue to support that. I don't care because she's not a part of my community. She had absolutely no sympathy for the fact that my sister's significant other passed away. You know what she said? It's not even her family. It's not even her family. Well, I considered him family. I know that's a hard concept for you, Laura. I know that's an almost impossible concept for you, Laura, but I considered him family. He was with my sister for 15 years, and he was a great guy. So it's a great loss to this world, a great loss to this world. So you keep up your nastiness, Laura, okay? You keep up your disgusting things that you say, telling people, thank you, Lily, telling people, yeah, because anything that hurts my sister's heart, that hurts my heart. Absolutely, prayers to Science Girl. Blood doesn't make people family. But I got some clips to pull because Laura's going to say, I'm lying, I'm lying, I'm lying. So I got some clips to pull where she talks about her brother and where she wouldn't have to split her inheritance. I bet Laura's the kind of person that went through her mom's house and carved her initials on everything of value just so she doesn't get ripped off when her mom passes away. And I'm by no means wishing her mom any bad harm. From what I understand, her mom lives a really good life. And I've seen pictures of her, and she looks healthy, and she looks young, and she looks happy. Yeah, I wouldn't call the ASPCA if I knew there was a clip of me stating I'm feeding my dog meat-soaked Benadryl. Meat-soaked Benadryl. I wouldn't do that. But I think Laura forgets that all these live streams that she does and the things that she says, they don't get forgotten, Laura. They're out there while trying to call Alicia to drag her into this drama, knowing she just lost her brother from a drug overdose. That's what she's doing. Trying to call Alicia right now. Wow, Laura. All new low. Nothing surprises me though. So Laura's trying to get in touch with Alicia right now while she has a hypodermic needle as her thumbnail. Don't worry, Laura. I'll get in touch with Alicia. Okay? But I'll wait until she's done grieving. I'll wait until she's done grieving. I know. No sympathy, no morals, or a heart. It's crazy. She's now trying to call Alicia to get her involved in this drama after she just lost her brother. And Laura's thumbnail is a hypodermic needle where she is trashing my son who has addiction. So let's see how that worked out for you, Laura. Let's see how that works out for you. Okay, Caslin. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to get off here. I really just wanted to let Tiffany know that her live stream was an epic fail. Yeah, leave Alicia alone. Let her grieve. Her live stream was, it's okay, Tatum. It's okay. My son is clean and sober for today, and for that, I'm grateful. And she can't take that away from him. So, But I really just wanted to let Tiffany know that Alicia is my friend, nice friend. I'm sure she loves all the heroin talk and the needle thumbnail. Exactly, misperception. I would never do that to a friend. Then again, I wouldn't do it to an enemy. So it is what it is. But like I said, Tiff, your live stream was an epic fail. If I get swatted, I know who to turn to. I doubt you're gonna call my vet or call the ASPCA. I mean, what are you gonna do when my dog gets groomed more than you all do? So, yeah, I do talk to Alicia randomly. She's hanging in there. She's strong. Laura, leave her alone, please. Yes, Remy. Please let her know that we're all still praying for her. Alicia is brilliant. She sees right through the fakery. Hello, Eagle. All right, guys, I'm going to get off here. I appreciate you all supporting my stream. I absolutely adore you all. And hopefully the next time we come on, it won't be such a serious topic. But Laura, it's obvious that I can trigger you a lot easier than you can trigger me, sweetheart. Keep talking about my son, Laura. See how this goes. All right, guys, enjoy your Sunday, okay? And don't let none of this stress you out. If you're in recovery, please just don't pay any attention to Laura. Just embrace your recovery and know that, well, Laura's just an idiot. All right, guys, have a good Sunday. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you around the tubes.